Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my unboxing and review of the Razer Orochi 2013 wired or wireless ambidextrous gaming mouse. Alright, let's get into its features. It has 6400 DPI, it is Bluetooth 3.0 capable, and it's advertising an extended battery life. It has a braided USB cable if you want to use USB mode, and let's see, side of the package, advertising more features. It has 24 positions on its scroll wheel, 7 programmable buttons, and they are all programmable with Razer Synapse, which is the program that Razer uses to allow you to change DPI, button functionality, and even program macros. Let's see, what else? There's not much more for the exterior, so let's crack this open and take a look. Alright, here's the mouse itself. I usually like to show the marketing before I get into the actual peripheral. So, stickers, you can put them on your case or wherever you see fit. It's always a very exciting part of unboxings, taking a look at stickers, posters, whatever they may be. And Intel comes with pins, I think. Does Intel come with pins? I think Intel comes with pins. Nvidia definitely comes with pins. What is this? This is congratulations, you are now in the cult of Razer. Instruction manual. Does anybody ever read these? Maybe for motherboards and graphics cards and power supplies, but I don't know for peripherals. Shows you how to set it up. If you need help with that. Alright, little mini case. And the reason why I got the Razer Orochi, even though I am perfectly satisfied with my desktop mouse right now, I have a, oh, you get batteries with this, perfect. Energizer. I'm using a CM Storm Hornet, but you spell it like Hornet with an X, so I'm using that, and this isn't going to replace that mouse anytime soon because I'm perfectly happy with it, but this is for when I'm going to the office or when I'm traveling, but I do travel a lot, so I need a portable mouse. My office doesn't have many games. The biggest game we have is Microsoft Office, and Microsoft Office has some mini games like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, so I'm rather good at office games like those. Alright, so this is the USB cable and charger that you can use with the mouse. And here it is. Perfect. I like my mice to be on the smaller side. I don't palm grip, like palm grip being you have your entire hand over the mouse and you have contact all the way through. I like the claw grip, like what I'm showing you right now. So this mouse, being of the smaller size, is perfect for those who like to claw grip. And, oh wow, if you do claw grip, you can use the sides as a ring finger holder. So it's perfectly ambidextrous if you guys like to hold your mice with the left hand. And the buttons are mirrored on both sides. The scroll wheel doesn't tilt from side to side. It has a button inside of it. The button doesn't feel that good compared to other scroll wheel buttons, but when you scroll up and down, when you click it into each of its respective positions, the click is very satisfying and secure, and I know sometimes scroll wheels can be a little bit on the looser side, not so much with this. Let me see. You can adjust the orientation. You can change it to wired or wireless mode. And this is where you can attach the this is where you can attach the USB for USB mode. If you want access to the back where you put in the batteries, you can just have to click this switch to the loose position and back cover comes off. You can insert the batteries. Alright, so this pretty much does it for the unboxing. I'm going to use this for a while and tell you how it feels. For a quick size comparison, this is what the Razer Orochi looks like next to the Razer Death Adder, which may be Razer's most famous product besides the Razer Black Widow. And this is what the Orochi looks like next to the CM Storm Hornet. So let's cut to some gameplay of me using this mouse. This is Age of Empires 2 HD, a very click-intensive game. I should be using a lot more hotkeys than I am, but sometimes I like to get lazy and go mouse only, which is exactly what I'm doing in this game. I'm not using a mouse pad because this is a laser mouse, and a laser mouse tracks better on hard surfaces, so there is a lot better tracking on my tabletop versus the mouse pad I use for my regular optical mouse. There's really no performance difference between optical and laser mouse, it's just based on the type of surface that you like to play on.
A laser sensor is more beneficial to a mobile or a wireless mouse because when you're taking it with you all around the place, you might not have consistent access to a mouse pad, so you need to be able to track well on whatever surface is at hand. I do recommend that you do get a gaming mouse pad for whatever mouse that you have, because gaming mouse pads generally have a more consistent and durable weave than just off-the-shelf regular mouse pads. In a gaming mouse, the most important things I look for are how it feels and how well it tracks. How it feels is a very subjective thing. It depends a lot on your preferred mouse playstyle, like whether you like the claw grip or palm grip. The Razer Orochi, like I mentioned previously, is definitely more of a claw gripper's mouse. Now, how well it tracks, I am using my tabletop, and even without a mouse pad, I think it tracks fantastically. I do notice a little bit of tracking hiccup here and there, but I think that is going to be mediated if I did get a mouse pad with a hard surface. Some gamers are concerned about input lag or latency associated with using a wireless versus a wired mouse, but in all practical purposes, I don't think it'll matter too much, because if you think of the fire rates on some guns, the latency period between a wired and a wireless mouse isn't going to be even one bullet. Like, even at a 1,000 rounds per minute gun, it's not going to be one bullet. I don't think it'll really matter whether you use a wired or a wireless mouse unless you're competing in the finals of a money tournament in MLG, but to each his or her own. If you do want that 100% peace of mind that your mouse will track perfectly all the time, then I would get a wired mouse. But for most other people, if you are looking to avoid cable clutter, then this wireless mouse is pretty good. In terms of features, I mentioned Razer Synapse previously. Razer Synapse is a good software that you can use to program macros. So if you want to put rapid fire on your middle mouse wheel, then you can go ahead and do that. If you want to put a chain of commands on your left clicking buttons, then you can go ahead and do that. The right side buttons, I still do have it set to adjust sensitivity up and down. I have my sensitivity set at 4000 dpi, 2000 dpi, and 1000 dpi. But for those with more commands that they need their mice to issue, you can change those to other macros. Unfortunately, one thing that I do have to take away from the Razer Orochi is the construction material feels a little bit on the cheaper side as compared to the Razer Death Adder. The Razer Death Adder feels well constructed all around. The Razer Orochi feels like it was made with materials that weren't quite as high quality as the Razer Death Adder. So there is a little bit of a knock on the Razer Orochi in that regard. But in all other cases, I give the Razer Orochi a very good score. I think overall I'm going to rate it a B+, and in terms of a wireless gaming mouse, I would recommend this very much. This mouse isn't going to replace my main desktop gaming mouse, but for when I do travel and for when I head to the office, this will be my mouse of choice. So I hope this review was helpful in aiding you to decide on a gaming mouse, but thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name's David, and I'll see you next video.